looking at the countries lining up, one key aspect of the UK deal was, of course, bringing down the auto tariff to 10%. So right now you have a tariff rate that's lower for Bentleys, which is a car that most American families can't afford, made in the UK, where Chevys have a higher rate if they're made in Canada or Mexico. Is there an expectation that the next trade deals, auto tariffs, will be coming down, those rates?
It's going to be country by country. I mean, the beauty about the UK is that it's a very small amount of exports they send us, and we have a hard cap at, I think it's 100,000 units, where it goes right back up to 25%. And again, we're trying to do something that's mutually beneficial to both countries to get to a better place, while at the same time changing the level of the playing field so that it is more level. I think for me, the beauty of the UK deal, besides that, was all of the good stuff we had for ag. I mean, one of the problems we have is this non-tariff barriers, like phytosanitary standards. What's that? That's like these things they do to keep our pork out, our chicken out, or our beef. Right now, we're going to be able to sell a lot more beef, poultry, dairy, and ethanol. I mean, they had a really high tariff, like almost a lockout tariff on ethanol, and that's made from corn. So the folks in Iowa are very happy about that. So this is the way we're going to go forward. On net, the United States is going to be far better off. And all we're doing is trying to level the playing field. You know, I saw the EU kind of rattling sabers, I think it was yesterday, about some kind of retaliation. And I would just say to anybody who's in the European Union, I mean, how can you look us in the face and threaten us when your tariffs are higher? You have lost cases repeatedly at the WTO on us selling you things like beef and poultry, and you won't even honor that. So,
Peter, yesterday the president called Ursula von der Leyen fantastic, and he said he hopes to meet her. But are you saying that the European Union is not as high on the priority list than, say, other trading partners like South Korea and Japan?
Not at all. I mean, the EU, to be clear here, we have the second highest trade deficit with the EU behind China. So they're very high on the list. All I'm saying here is that I found it unfortunate that the EU kind of fired, I think some term was fired, shots across our bow. It's like, retaliation will not work against the United States. We shouldn't have that. Let's talk. Let's figure this out. And it would be nice. Here, let's give peace a chance here. All we're asking for here in the United States of America is fairness. I mean, would you agree? Is there any disagreement on this set and on your set that the tariffs of the EU are higher and that the non-tariff barriers are higher, and that the WTO in Geneva is basically sanctioning that through two things?
Okay,
one
Peter,
is the, but would you agree with that? I mean,
I think
have I said anything that you would like to fact check there?
There's a bigger question
cheat
here.
us.